We had flames coming out the front roof of the far west building, and obviously with the wind and the height and construction design of these buildings, it obviously spread.
Devastation in Creighton, Nebraska tonight. Dozens of firefighters worked to put out a fire that damaged several downtown buildings, housing both apartments and businesses.
This all started overnight and eventually spread to 3 businesses on Creighton, Nebraska's Main Street. Others nearby reporting damage from smoke and water. Creighton, by the way, is about a 90-minute drive west of Sioux City. We have Team 4 coverage for you tonight. KTIV's Kaylee Doms spent the morning in Creighton.
That's right, and she begins our coverage on how the response drew in dozens of firefighters from surrounding communities.
What started as an early morning structure fire left dozens of firefighters fighting those blazes for over half a day.
We got called out about 2:30 this morning. Our first response when I come up Main Street, we had flames coming out the front roof of the far west building.
The fire broke out at 816 Main Street in Creighton, Nebraska.
And obviously with the wind and the height and construction design of these buildings, it obviously spread into the other 2 buildings to the east.
The fire gutted 3 apartments and 2 businesses.
I believe there's 10 different departments here, along with the state of Nebraska brought water trucks. A couple local elevators brought fertilizer tanks full of water.
By hour number 6, classes were canceled at Creighton Community Schools and residents were asked to conserve water.
Just like to say thanks to all the guys, especially O'Neill Fire, for bringing their aerial up. I know it's quite a drive for them to get here, but we wouldn't have got done what we did without them guys.
Crews coming in from almost an hour away. A long morning turned into a long day and potentially even longer night. But officials say
they help us on large wildland fires throughout the state, so it's important for other Nebraskans to help each other.
Nebraskans helping Nebraskans. Neighbors helping neighbors.
It's amazing what people are willing to do. Everybody's willing to help. It's great, you know. There's probably over 100 firemen here easily this morning, and we all worked well together.
1 fire, 10 departments, 100 firefighters. Creighton Fire Chief says no injuries have been reported. In Creighton, Nebraska, Kaylee Dobbs, KTIV News 4.
Kaylee, thanks. KTIV's Nathan Price continues our Team 4 coverage live from the scene tonight.
Now, Nathan, certainly that background behind you looks very different than when Kaylee was there earlier in the day. What are things like there now?
Right now, Matt and Jess, the situation is more under control as crews have been able to get that fire put out. I want to give you a quick look, a step aside here, and show you just what this scene looks like now. Now, as you can see behind me, there's 3 buildings here that were badly damaged, destroyed here. I want to get you a closer look here at this first building that citizens here tell me used to serve as a newspaper facility, newspaper factory, but also now was an apartment building that caught fire. And the crews tell me that this fire has spread west to this antique shop. Now you can see here a little bit that how those roofs are completely gone. And then the fire continued to move here over to the 8112 Bar and Grill there. Now, crews were on the scene here actually using these buildings, trying to take that negative and turn it into a positive, and actually do some training here to show what firefighters can do. Now, firefighters have been working here around the clock, and families of firefighters, as well as other community members, set up a respite center at the local VFW across the street from where crews were fighting the fire. Now, volunteers say that they were out since before 6 o'clock this morning, making calls, gathering donation, and preparing food. Now, for them, it was one way to play a part in helping to provide a little relief for the men and women who are working so hard to keep the fire out. Now, right now, fire is out, but the fire department is still keeping Main Street here where that fire happened closed, as they are still trying to assess that situation and make sure the safety of the community. So I'll stick around here a little bit longer, but right now I'll turn it back to you in studio. Matt, Jess.
KTV's Nathan Price for us with Live Link 4 in Creighton, Nebraska. Nathan, thank you.